Hey, man. Decent title streamer set woman back 1,000 years. Let me see.
Potentially the most pathetic thing to ever occur in the Marvel
16 fucking minutes? All right, let's watch it. I'll bite.
Rivals community just happened this week, as there was a recent tournament called the Deadpool Creator Cup to celebrate the recent release of Deadpool and Rivals. The tournament included a $40,000 prize pool, but the problem begins with
who the fuck is this? Hero Hey? Oh my god, it's been years.
one particular team that was a part of the tournament. And on that team, you have the player Kingsman265 and then the women who openly disparaged him for having the audacity to want to win the tournament. Those women, those streamers being CC, Zazastack, and to a lesser extent, Luciasa. And now this whole situation is causing memes across the internet about how these women just set back other women decades in the gaming industry due to their pathetic...
Wait, but what happened? Sorry, it was taking me a while to write out a response to the Kingsman drama. I am the Widow player involved and wanted to take some time to collect my thoughts and reflect on the things that took place. Just to preface this post contains clarity and accountability to wait. I hate to say it, but this truly set women in gaming back. Wait, what happened?
Behavior. Spoiler alert, they're now...
Oh my god, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Shut your bitch ass up writing all these fucking paragraphs. Fuck out of here, bro. Hell no, man. TLDR this shit.
attempting to play victim in the most
This shit look like a Fire Emblem Heroes skill. Like, I'm good, bro.
typical and
TLDR this
possible.
shit.
However, it's not going
TLDR
well
this
for them
shit.
because everyone can see through their manipulation tactics and no one is
TLDR.
falling for it. But let me give you the rest of the context now, in as brief as a way as possible, because to be quite frank, there's just way too much to unpack here, and I don't have time for all that, nor would I even want to spend time making a video unpacking all of that stuff, because, for example, it would require going through hours of VODs and a giant Google Doc, walls of text of these people playing victim as mentioned, etc., etc. So I'm just going to stick to trying to give this like a TLDR approach, at least as much as possible,
TLDR.
so to speak. So here's what happened. Deadpool has recently been released in Marvel Rivals, and obviously this was a character that a lot of people wanted to have included, and so to celebrate his release into the game, we have the Deadpool Creator Cup tournament that occurred on January 18th.
Okay.
Which takes us to this team participating in the tournament, including the aforementioned Kingsman265, CC, Zazastack, and Luciasa. Now, the problem all starts when Zazastack attempts to one-trick Black Widow in this tournament. Now, if you don't play Rivals and you don't know about Black Widow, let me explain this. Black Widow has consistently been one of the worst characters in the game. And so, not only is this character generally just bad, but it's also a character that requires really good aim. But even if you have really good aim, it's still a bad character. You'd still be better off playing other characters that you can utilize your good aim with.
Okay.
Nevertheless, Zazastack attempts to one trick, which means only play that character, Black Widow, in this tournament.
Okay.
It doesn't go so well. And remember what I said about needing good aim? Well, Zazastack also throughout this tournament seems to have consistently had around 200 ping, which even if you do have good aim, that 200 ping.
Yeah, you got that 200 ping. You are not going to hit your shots. Okay. So you force yourself to play a shitty character and then you have bad ping. Okay, continue.
To be a huge problem. On top of, as mentioned, Black Widow still just being a bad character.
Yeah.
And so, needless to say, this team wasn't really working out so well. And Kingsman265, who many argued was essentially carrying the whole team the best he could, was asking if Zazastack would switch off Black Widow to help make a better team comp, right? The whole Black Widow thing, it really wasn't working out so well.
Look, so far, all right, it makes sense. You're playing a shitty character. You got bad ping. The team wants to win. So if bro is like, hey, I think you should change characters and we should try to assess the situation and we should try to change up our formation and see if we could try to do something. Let's see what happens.
But CC and Zaza, and as mentioned to a lesser extent, Luciasa, they weren't having this. They decided to insult Kingsman, to mock him. And he mentioned how, like, this tournament, he was going to try to win to put the money towards paying off his college debt. And what did these women do in response? They started insulting Kingsman. They told him to suck it up. They called him a loser. They insulted his social skills. They said he was being toxic and trying to, like, micromanage the team. For example, in this clip, we have Kingsman warning his team about their current composition and how Black Widow, Zazastack's just going to get blown up. By the way, you can see that 173 MS.
Bro, 173 ping? Hell no, I ain't going to hold you. I would have just left. I understand it's a tournament too, but it's like, bro, if I already know we gonna lose and then y'all being arrogant on top of that, I'd be like, yo, GG's, I'm out. All they're gonna hear in the Discord is, boom, boom. I would have just left. I would be like, fuck this shit, bro.
Video too. And so he tries to warn them. He points out the obvious. He's like, Widow, Zaza's just gonna get blown up as mentioned.
What? He's ranked #1 player on PC and they mocking him? They're smoking. Not them mocking the guy who's literally better than all of them. If anything, if I'm on the team and I know this guy is the #1 player, I'll do whatever he says. He'd be like, yo, Retro, you kind of buns with this character. Say no more. Who do you want me to pick? That's what I'm going to say straight up. I'm gonna say, yo, say no more. Who do you need me to pick, bro?
And they dismiss this. Then you know what happens? Spidey just completely destroys Widow effortlessly.
They are going to explode Zaza in 0.2 seconds and then go on our supports.
They're not.
They are.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
The next day,
Buddy's over there. And Daredevil. They're both there together. They're both here. They're both.
Spider-Man said, say no more. Ooh, yo, Spider-Man, yo, he zoomed.
They're both here. They're both here. Yeah,
Oh,
obviously.
man.
That's what Kingsman literally said. He literally warned you guys what they're going to do. And I don't even know why they were disagreeing with him. In the clip that you heard right before we saw Spidey destroy Black Widow, Zaza and these other people were like, that's not how it works. And Kingsman's take about this wasn't even a hot take. You could literally have like low elo players knowing the same thing, which is, hey, Black Widow is susceptible to being dived. Yes, she can do her little kick stun thing, but like that's not great. Again, this is a bad character that is pretty easy to dive, right? Especially if you're like a high-skilled Spider-Man, which was the context of that clip. And for whatever reason, they were like in denial about it. There was no good reason for them to try to be a contrarian here. It's just a bizarre thing, really. I don't know why they handled it like this, but there is a wholesome ending here. And as you guys know, this ended up going terribly for CC, for Zaza, and these other people. And so that is just one example. Again, I'm not going to run through the entire tournament VOD of this, but I like looked up some more gameplay here. And even from this random part that I skipped to, you could see in this screenshot, we have Hitscan, who again is Kingsman265. And he's 19-6 as Magic.
Damn,
Meanwhile, we have
19-6?
Zaza on Widow, who's 7-7. It's also a great example of how good Kingsman, who again is playing as Hitscan, funny because it's Magic, but I digress. Kingsman as Hitscan is 19-6. He has the most.
Bro, that's another thing, bro. If the guy's carrying, like he on top of the leaderboards with the most points, why would y'all shit talk him and try to like belittle the information and advice that he's trying to give y'all? He's on top of the leaderboard. I would listen to bro. I don't care. Sometimes people, they got like such a big ego, they'll be like, no, I'm not going to listen to what you're saying. And he's like, bro, but we're losing because of y'all. Damn.
Elims in the entire match as of this screenshot being taken on a team that's completely falling apart versus an actual good team. So that is to say that, yeah, Kingsman is a good player. So round of applause to.
Wait a minute, Simi? Simi in the chat, you were playing Spider-Man? I didn't know you were in the fucking like Grand Leagues and shit. Damn, bro. Congratulations, Simi. Where my 5 gifted subs?
Bro, apparently it's even worse than that too. Like, I'm not gonna go digging for this screenshot. I don't even know how long it would take to find this random part, but like, look at this.
Wait, what he said? He said, bro was close to dropping 40 kills that same game while Zaza was 0-5 on her character that she had to play when he knew that was gonna happen. But the power of feminism, I'm not gonna lie, that is what it's kind of giving off. I ain't gonna lie. While Kingsman was carrying their asses all game, bro putting in the work with Magic.
Tweet says, bro, Kingsman was close to dropping 40 limbs that same game while Zaza was 0-5 on her character, Widow, that she had to play when he knew what was going to happen. And so now we'll skip ahead a little bit. We'll fast forward a bit. Now that you know what was going on in this tournament, how good Kingsman was doing and how terrible Zaza was doing, and how Zaza refused to switch. Even, like, it's not even just that Zaza was doing bad, but also the ping stuff, too. Like, just a ridiculous, entitled, egotistical thing for Zaza to do. And then refusing to switch, and the other team members acting like Kingsman was the problem. It's just insanely pathetic behavior from these people. And we start seeing these alleged Discord leaks of CC having said, I'm pretty sure he, Kingsman, spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks soul.
Okay, buddy. Bro, if you suck at the game, just say that, CC. It's like, now you're gonna start saying shit like that. Oh, he spends all his time playing video games. Bro. Yo, he's literally highest rank in the game. You didn't take his advice. Y'all get bodied, and now y'all still want to try to blame him.
Social skills. I mentioned that there was something about these people insulting his social skills before, but here's like the actual alleged Discord screenshot of that. And it's crazy that she's actually insulting his social skills when he explained everything perfectly and he was 100% justified and 100% correct about what he said. But she and these other people on the team who are in denial about this and acted extremely toxic and pathetic, they're going to insult his lack of social skills? No. They are the ones who lack social skills, clearly. I'm going to take it even further. I saw that these women came from the Overwatch community, and this is like a recurring theme. First of all, I know not all Overwatch players are like this, but it has been a recurring theme that I've noticed that a lot of the most toxic people in the Rivals community actually came over from Overwatch.
I mean, it makes sense because Overwatch is dead now, so they went to the next game that is similar to Overwatch, so it makes sense.
In which I will say, lady, go back to Overwatch.
Damn.
This Rivals thing ain't working out for you. And so this whole situation, which is already bad enough, really comes to a crazy conclusion when Kingsman's team actually gets him kicked from the tournament. The dude who's the most competent on the team and correct about everything
They kicked him?
he said and is actually just trying to win because, again, he wants to win this tournament to pay off his college debt. He gets kicked. These women get him kicked from the tournament.
What?
And they try to smear his name on the internet. But everyone could see that they were actually in the wrong. Oh, it gets even more pathetic from there. Because then Zaza, actually I forget if it's CC or Zaza, I'll double check this in a second. One of them has their boyfriend make like a Google Doc. Makes like a Google Doc trying to expose Kingsman. And again, everyone's like, dude, Kingsman's in the right. Like, what are these people doing? We can see in this screenshot, someone calls out CC, says, got your best player kicked from the team. Goodbye 40K. Hello, good vibes. Because that's a play on how earlier in the situation, Kingsman's team was saying that he's being too toxic and they just care about.
And then her response is 3K and we got better players and vibes now. Oh my gosh, bro. We're playing for fucking money and you talking about vibes? Bitch, what are you doing in a tournament if you're playing for vibes?
Good vibes.
We're
What kind of
playing
nonsense
for
is that? Oh my
money.
gosh, you're in a tournament. Get a grip. And CC says 3K, and we've got better players and vibes now. So there is a little bit of conflicting information regarding the prize pool. Some people say it was a 40K prize pool. Other people say it was an 18K prize pool, and this would get divided 6 ways to equate to 3K per person. Nevertheless, Kingsman did emphasize that 3K would still be a huge amount of money.
Look, 3K is still 3K. And if you got like student debt or whatever, that shit will be a nice like amount to cut off and chunk it. You know what I'm saying?
Go towards his college tuition that he's trying to pay off. So this doesn't diminish his concerns and his desire to win the tournament. And here we have a clip of Zaza asking CC about the Google Doc that they were going to try to respond to Kingsman with. And it's hilarious that they think this clip is like a good look. This actually makes...
Bro, she got a wall of Funko Pops. That's all I need to see, bro. That's all I need to see, bro. I don't even gotta think about nothing else. That's all I need to see, bro. I fucking hate Funko Pops. And I'm sorry. I know some people in the chat gonna be like, yo, Retro talking about me. I got a wall of Funko Pops. I fucking hate Funko Pops, bro. I can't stand that shit. Her room looked like GameStop. GameStop looked just like that. A wall full of stupid ass characters with big old eyes looking like this. That's how all Funko Pops look. They stuck in their box like this. Fuck no, bro. Hell no.
That looks so bad.
CC, did you see the document Cap was putting together about it all? Rage bait for more views? I'm not a rage baiter, bro. I'm not a rage baiter. He tweeted it, yeah.
You said, why don't I like Funko Pops?
Yeah, he's
Because,
he's
bro,
being very
they
like
just
straightforward about
ugly.
everything and putting all the evidence.
Ugly
in
and
there too.
effortless.
He's actually Cap has a lot of experience writing good documents like that, so W Cap. The goat, bro.
Okay, first of all, trying to flex. He's good at writing Google Docs. That's got to be one of the cringiest things I've ever heard. Who says that? Yeah, bro's really good at writing Google Docs. Dub goat. Like, are you kidding me? That's what I mean. How'd they think that was a good look? And then putting the evidence in the Google Doc, evidence of what? How terrible you guys look? Obviously, they were trying to spin it a certain way against Kingsman, and that didn't go well as mentioned. And so when she mentions, did you see the Google Doc that Cap was putting together? That seems to be referencing this person, Kaplunk, who is apparently her, Zaza's boyfriend. As if it wasn't cringy enough, you're getting your boyfriend to write some Google Doc for you? You want to know how this went? I mean, I already spoiled it. I shouldn't even ask that. I apologize. I'm losing some brain cells covering this, like so many things that we cover, but I digress. Here we are. So the amusement, the comedic factor makes it worth it. I say that, but I am enjoying making this video. Don't get me wrong, because look at this. I scroll down slightly, and Kaplunk, who was supposed to be this mastermind, this Google Doc mastermind that's going to sway public opinion against Kingsman, no one buys it, and he ends up protecting his whole account. This dude ran away into protected mode. And then we have Zaza, as I showed way earlier in the beginning of the video, just writing walls of text trying
Get the fuck out of here. Thread 1 of 2? Shut your ass up, bruh.
to play victim here, and then locking the responses so no one can reply. So one dude's going in protected mode, she's locking her responses, writing a bunch of nonsense that gets community noted. For example, OP Zaza did not intend on winning or helping Kingsman as she repeatedly continued to play Widow on high ping while berating Kingsman for being asked to switch. She was also on stream viewing the document with her boyfriend and approved it. Then there's CC writing her damage control wall of text as well, similarly also locking the responses, and also similarly getting a community note here that reads, even after the initial situation calmed down, CC continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media. CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. While we're not going to read all of these walls of text, let me point out this specific part of CC's failed damage control. I was having a panic attack and I just started experiencing them.
Shut your bitch ass. Yo, I hate when people do that shit. Panic attack. Bro, it's like, yo, anything but accountability, bro. Anything but accountability. Like they just be there like, fuck, I gotta think of something to make me look like the victim. Ooh, I started hyperventilating. Oh, no, I started spazzing. No, I had a panic attack. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What do you mean you had a panic attack? You had a panic attack playing Marvel Rivals?
So in my freakout, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside. Seriously? Oh, I was having a panic attack. That's why I said that, dude.
Oh, you had a panic attack on Discord, man? Shut the fuck up.
No one's going to believe this. That's ridiculous. This is always the case with people like this. They say the worst stuff, and then when they get rightfully criticized for it and public opinion is against them, they do anything they can to play victim.
Exactly.
Oh, I was having a panic attack. Oh, I was going
Oh,
through
I
a
had a
difficult time.
panic
Yeah,
attack.
we've
Shut
all
up.
heard that before. And then Zaza says, also, just to leave a note here, I've limited the comments because people commenting were already trying to be misogynistic or racist as soon as I posted this. These were the only 2 comments criticizing her post there. These were not misogynistic.
Said a whole lot of nothing. Yo, he says, yo, you could have just swapped and all this wouldn't have happened. True.
These were not racist. They simply say, said a whole lot of nothing, and yo, you could have just swapped and all of this would not have happened. The community note that she got on this also points that out, saying Zaza Stack and others associated with the mistreatment of Kingsman have often limited comments whenever it is obvious the majority will give criticism, not due to racism or sexism. Zaza has already shown to be untrustworthy due to her admitted approval of the doc by Cap. But there is still Luciasa, which takes us here. Luciasa, who not only switched up on Kingsman after he helped her climb from constant losses to Celestial, but then
Nah! Kingsman carried you to Celestial rank and you switched up on bro? Oh, hell no, bro. You said got jump scared by ads? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them ads is definitely gonna be playing on stream, bro. We definitely gonna be playing ads on stream, Brody. My God, thank you for the sub. Thank you, who's lucky, for the Prime. If you got Prime in the chat, use that Prime up. You know why? Because if you don't use that Prime, you're giving that money straight back to Jeff Bezos. So give me that fucking Prime, baby. Let's go.
also proceeded to make fun of him and later compared him and all the supporters to Israel. I'm genuinely praying for y'all right
How's
now
it
because this
been,
PR is
Retro?
That's what I'm
Prime
talking about.
News.
Coming in through happy with the motherfucking Prime. Thank you, baby.
horrendous. And this clip of Luciasa being included.
A genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head.
I have no idea what she was getting at with the Israel.
Where the fuck? Where the fuck that come from? Happy with the Prime. Nap nap with the Prime. God damn. Thank you, Happy. Thank you, Nap Nap. I appreciate y'all. I fucking appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you guys for the primes. Bro, how the hell she go into politics? How the hell why she brought up Israel? CT with the
You want
fucking...
Prime? Here's some Prime Stro salute.
CT with the motherfucking Prime. I appreciate y'all. God damn, you saw how much of y'all was ready to give that money back to Jeff Bezos? What the fuck? Come on, man. I appreciate y'all for the Prime.
comparison. I think she was just trying.
Dream leaves with the freaking Prime.
Sub to Retro.
Oh, hell no. Ain't no way all you motherfuckers was holding on to y'all Prime. All y'all was holding on to that Prime? Y'all ready to give it back to Bezos? Yo, I appreciate y'all. Yo, Dream Unleashed with the tier 1. I love you, Tokyo BTS with the freaking Prime. Thank you, baby. Shit. We're in the 21st of the month. All y'all was holding on to that Prime.
To be witty or something. Obviously, it didn't work.
Damn, it's Prime
But
time.
as that other person mentioned, the context here too is especially messed up. Like,
Oh, yeah, look. Thank you, guys. No, for real. Thank you guys for coming through with that Prime train. You guys went crazy. Why the hell she brought up Israel? Like, why she went into politics?
A genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head.
I have no idea what she was getting at with the Israel comparison. I think she was just trying to be witty or something. Obviously, it didn't work. But as that other person mentioned, the context here too is especially messed up. Like, apparently Kingsman had played with her before and carried her.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine bro carries you to Celestial like a high-ass rank. Bro carries you. That's like me playing Apex Legends and the whole time I'm stuck on Platinum and somebody somehow brought me up to like Masters and damn near like Apex rank. And then I'm just straight up like, yo, man, fuck that guy. Bro.
Celestial, but then she's very quick to just like become a rat. Total
Nah.
rat move.
Nah.
And just like backstab the dude.
That is
thinking
fucked
that
up.
the public opinion was going to be against him at first, siding with CC and Zaza and these other people. You know, oh, let's side with the group and go against this one guy, Kingsman, even though Kingsman is not in the wrong and also had literally spent time, a significant amount of time, helping.
Now the magic question is what happened in the tournament after he left? Did they do better? Did they do completely bad?
her. And so now we've covered most of the important details, but we have one important detail left, and that is the wholesome ending. Although keep in mind, obviously, we have still skipped a lot of context. I'm trying to keep this somewhat of a TLDR video as mentioned, and I am starting to run out of time here. But nevertheless, this is the scope of the situation and the wholesome conclusion, which is Marvel rival streamer Kingsman, who was kicked from a 40k tournament, had the most viewers for the game on Twitch after the drama went viral. Kingsman265 has reportedly made back the money that he lost out on through subs and donations. On top of the massive success that he's getting on Twitch after this whole situation went viral, as that tweet mentioned, he also made a 1 hour and 16-minute video on his YouTube channel that has almost 1 million views. That's certainly going to bring him a lot of income.
Hey, he getting that money back. As negative as it was for him, this is such a positive because now he just got a huge influx. Oh, man. He got a huge influx, and that YouTube ad money, too, is going to kick in, too.
So everything ended up being a giant win for Kingsman.
Yeah.
And this kind of worked out the best it possibly could have for the dude. And as mentioned, I think that was all the main stuff, so I'll leave it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and if you like Rivals
viewers
content,
were
definitely
begging
consider
for
checking out
ads. It was
Kingsman
crazy.
265.
They were
over on
like,
Twitch
yo,
and
we're trying to pay
YouTube.com
you.
right here. And thank you all once again for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.
Thank you, Hero Hey. I appreciate you, Hero Hey. Thank you. That's insane. So they lost. They fucking lost. That's so stupid. And all they got at the end was, hey, bro, it was for the vibes. We're here playing a fucking tournament for money, dude. They're talking about vibes. Hey, man, we're here for the vibes, bro. They got 7th place? Oh, my gosh. Hey, man, enjoy your vibes at 7th place. Enjoy your vibes at 7th place.
Apparently